Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, I know I've done this before, but I wanted to show you again how I fix my rocks. Now, these are my working stones. This is what I have in my working bucket. And they get a fair flogging. Okay, that one's still all good. It's got good edges. Hasn't been touched. And that happens. It falls down the bottom. That was that one that I got from the other day. Usually just go around, just make sure that they're all good. I might touch that one up. It looks like it's been, okay, that one's had, you can see the white. That one's been flogged. That one's flogged out. That one's been flogged. Yeah. That one, I'm going to clean it up. It hadn't had that much work. That one looks like it's untouched. Okay, that one's clean. That one's very degraded. Most of the edges. That one's a bit problematic. I'm going to clean that up. It's still reasonably sharp, but it's not right shape. And that one has been worked very hard. This is about the perfect shape. I love this stone. This is a really nice stone. It's very good shape. It's that like hand axe size, and to me that is the perfect size stone for flint and steel, because it's got a beautiful platform right there, and you can strike right here, lay your char and strike right there. So I'm going to clean up this edge here. I like a nice straight edge all along here. And why not form your stones to your style? Now, I put a cut glove on. I see a lot of nappers don't do it, but why not? Just protects his hand. And I use my bopper. Now, I bought this bopper a long time ago, 3 years ago. I clean it up every so often, just get a file and just file over it, because it gets fair bashing. But it'll probably last my lifetime. How I do it, and I am very rudimentary. I just put it in my palm and bit one in my mouth. That's no good. That sort of debris I throw out. I keep any bigger stuff like that size there, but I throw that debris just here because it's no use to me. So that I just work along the edge. Now, see, that one I keep, but the other rubbish I throw away. You don't want it on the ground because you don't want it. Now, I'll probably work that corner off, because you don't need that corner sticking out and causing a problem for you. And that edge is starting to look really good already. See how it's all fresh now? And there, that's probably about as much as you want to do. Then turn it over and work the other side just to clean it up. It's pretty right. I think that's pretty close. And that one's all finished. Nice fresh edges on both sides. Oh, that one there is a bit clean. No, it's all right. Yeah, clean. All good. It goes in the bucket. Now this one, I'm gonna get rid of this bit here, because I was finding the other day, I was finding when I was doing a video, I was using this rock, that edge was not real good. I'll be able to strike on that. It didn't really form, didn't break the way I wanted it to, but that's all right. I'll just work around there. See, I'll be able to drive edges, sparks that way. Yeah, that'd be all right. And this here needs to be a bit cleaned up. Doesn't take long. You just look at your stones, how you want it. Cleans it up. Even though that's squared off, I probably just won't worry about it. I could break that off there, but I'll leave it. I'll just work this edge here, hold it here. That one's finished. This was that one I got from the other day when I bought my Essie. It's not a real good stone. I might drive, see if I can drive see what happens here. Oh, that worked really well. That worked perfect. That gave me a really nice edge along there. Gave me nice edges there. Sparks really well now. And I'll be able to thin that edge out more. It's not a bad stone now. That's good. That'll go in there. I'll leave that one to last. This one, just break those edges up. I always suggest having your steel with you, your striker with you, so you know so you can test your edges. Worked out. It's all pretty good. So primary edge along there. I'll just work that one edge. That's just that one edge. That's not a bad stone either. It's one of my favourites because you can just hold it like there, have the char there, hold the char there, drive there. Yeah, that's a good stone. That's a nice stone. It's a bit of English flint. It's nice. It's a nice one. It's a bit of a problematic one. It's just a little node. How about we just drive a flake off there. Down here, see what happens here. Just driving them off the back there. It did nothing really. All it did is shatter it. As I said, I'm not real good at this, but there we go. Broke it in half. See how we work that. See what that one works like. It's a little node. See how sharp that is. Just showers sparks. You'll be able to drive off there too. It's got the cortex on it. Spark off there. It's a funny shape, but I can work with that. Now that it's opened up, I can drive off there. It's a funny little node. We'll work with it. This one here. Got got to break around the cortex because cortex tends to stop it from. Now I'll be able to work on those edges. That edge there, that edge there, that edge there. Yep, that'll be work all right. Okay, that one there. I might just clean this edge up. It's all sharp now. Just clean that edge up a little bit. Made it a little bit easier to use. It's a little bit straighter. It's got a nice straight edge there. Yep, that one's all right. This one, it's all pretty straight. I might just clean that edge up. It's an ugly piece of stone. Just I'll throw that. That's just debris. I'm trying to clean it up a bit. Keep those bits. I might have to get rid of that. I might put. Just wanted to clean up that edge. Now we can drive it there. Yeah. That'll work well. We can do that. Yep. No worries. This one, I'll just clean that edge up. I'll do a bit more cleaning up on that edge. It's still pretty problematic. See all this stuff? Imagine that stuff flying into your eyes. That's why I've got glasses on. It's still a bit dirty. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Just clean that little corner up. Get rid of the cortex. I'll get rid of that. There we go. We've got a bit of edge there. This cortex, I don't know how I could probably hit it there and it might get rid of that cortex, but I'll leave that for the moment. I can drive here and I've got all this here to drive off here. So that's not a bad stone. And then my favourite, I'll just clean this edge up. It's just a matter of it's a nice stone, this. I just want to be careful. I don't want to break it too much. Just clean that edge up just a little bit more. There we go. That's sharp enough. It's got a nice edge there. I might leave it like that. It's got a nice sharp edge. Yeah, no worries. Anyway, that's how I do it. Very rudimentary, and it's just about letting the stone talk to you. You just work it around however you want, and then just give it a tap. I'm no napper. I don't know how. I never confess to being a napper, but the only way I just do it, just to do for flint and steel, and I just work the stones to the best for flint and steel. That's how I look at it. And like I said, I've always liked bigger stones. I've got big hands. But big stones, you can break down to smaller stones. If you start with small stones, once they go to smaller sizes, they've only got a finite life. I've always had only a certain amount of, at first, I only had a little bit of stone, so I was trying to be frugal. But then when I got enough stone to do it, I always went for bigger stones because you can always reduce the size of them. But once they're smaller, that's it. The smaller size ones, you only got a certain amount of edge on them and you couldn't reduce them down more. So I like palm size stone. That size is about perfect. And I like the hand axe shape because you can, like, that's a hand axe style. And you can put, with that one there, as I said, you can put your tinder there and strike on that edge and it's perfect. It's almost perfect. Doesn't matter either way. See how that stone is just seems to be almost perfect for, it's even got a palm swell, it fits in the palm. It's one of the best ones I've ever found for flint steel. Anyway, hope someone gets something from it. As I said, I have never confessed to being a good napper. I just do the rudimentary bashing style. But if you want to have any advice from me, I know these are expensive, these Delron, I think it's a Delron copper bopper. I think this one cost me $80, but it's paid for itself. It helps me so much in getting the sharp stones. I know you could use a piece of quartzite and just use a hammer stone. I've got hammer stones in here, but honestly, these are a lot better. They're a lot more targeted. This one has lasted years, and as you can see, it's barely even touched it. 10 years down the track, and it's going. I think it'll still look like that. I give it a bit of a run with a file over it, just to take the sharp edges off it, because this stone is so hard on it that it does knock the hell out of it every bit off it. But yeah, it'll last for a long time, and yeah, it's one of the best. You can get a bit smaller one. You don't have to go. I went for the biggest one I could get. So in that range, this was the Cadillac. They call it the Cadillac of all boppers. So I bought it, and yeah, I'm glad I did. It's for thinning out and big spalls. So that's why I got it. So that's what I do for this. But yeah, if you have any advice taken from this is buy a copper bopper, or if you can make one, make one. Yeah, definitely. If you're handy enough. I just never thought I'd be able to do it. So yeah. But you notice I do keep a lot of the smaller stuff. That's just me being a bit frugal, I suppose. I don't really need it. I've got probably 500 kilos of stuff here, but yeah, I do keep it. I do throw a lot of like I'll throw all that stuff out. It's I don't need this, but I can certainly drive sparks off it still. But if I got down to it, all I'd have to do is hold a bit of char there, and I can drive sparks off that. I could even drive sparks off smaller than that if I wanted to. Yeah. I've got sparks off that. Yeah, that's pretty small. Go down to small, but that's just showing off, you know. Like, if you want to show off, you can, but yeah, I don't need to. You know, I do this for myself. I don't need to show off about it. So yeah. Anyway, that's how I sharpen the edges of my stone. I have to do that. I do a fair bit of flint and steel. I practice daily and do it a fair bit, so my stones burn out a fair bit. You just play it by ear. As soon as you'll see the edges, they get a white degrading, and as soon as that gets off, you know that they're burning out. Just pop them then. So yeah, and then go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching.